Aquarius. I hope that you guys are doing great. I send you all much love and light. I'm so happy that you're here with me for another love reading for September. Let's take a look and see what is coming your way in your love life. All right, my name is Lynn. This is Passionate Heart Tarot. Let's jump right in. Welcome you guys and welcome back. Before I begin your reading, Aquarius, I just want to take a moment to invite the great light of Holy Spirit. Alright, Aquarius, let's see what is coming your way. How's your love life looking? And how is it going to look? Let's see. There's a lot of passion here that someone won't let themselves give into. I wonder if someone here is struggling with an inferiority complex, and if they've had someone come into their life that they feel is out of their league, they might feel that way about you. Because I mean, there's a lot of sexual chemistry here. You know, the Tower and the Ace of Wands together, it's a very significant energy. But when that Ace of Wands comes in reverse, especially with that Six of Wands in reverse, it's like someone who feels like they're not good enough. They might even do some self-sabotaging things. Because I have to be honest and tell you that there is something that's gonna come to an end. And I just feel like it's this person making a mistake. That's what I can see, Aquarius, because your energy is like someone who is confident in a very good place in their life, feels like you have what you need. And even though you don't need anyone, you don't need anyone to support you, it still would, you know, you still want love, you still want to be in a connection. And I can just see where you have someone who feels like they're not measuring up to you, measuring up to your standards. And I just see this energy of something coming to an end. They look at you as someone who's more successful. They look at you as someone who's more stable. There's an incredible like physical and sexual attraction that's here. And then it makes them look at themselves and just feel bad, you know? I hate to see that kind of energy around you guys. But you just might be dealing with someone who struggles and just has these insecurities. You might see the best in them, but they don't see that in themselves. Just know that if it's hard for you to like gauge where you stand with them and they're hard to read, a lot of it has to do with the way that they hide. The way that they hide as a way to protect themselves. It's not because of anything that you're doing. Because I can see where they just put you so high up on a pedestal, they feel like they can't measure up. So even if things this month come to an end with whoever it is, because I wonder if you feel like you're in a rocky place with this person where you can't like figure out what it is. I wonder if they're in this energy of being passive aggressive. They're being really hard on themselves, and because I can see where they might be taking it out on you, and it might be hard for you to understand why and what's going on with them. Even if they make a mistake and sabotage things the way that I can see, it's not because there's someone else romantic in the picture. You have someone who really needs to work on building up their confidence and finding their place and where they belong. And unfortunately, I can just see when they're in that place of not knowing the answers to those questions, they might take it out on you. They might ruin things with you. I want to look at this Tower card. That's why there's a lot of emphasis here on like who you are on the outside as well as on the inside, because you're someone who's successful, powerful, sexy, handsome, beautiful. All of that is here. So I don't want you to think that it's something that you're lacking that makes them behave this way that they do. They feel like they just fall short, especially when compared to you. Now, if this is not romantic energy, it doesn't change that it's still around you. So it could be energy coming from like a family member or a sibling, a co-worker, someone who's gonna do something to sever the ties. I want to look at this Tower card. It's really crazy. I hope that this will bring clarity to those of you that feel like, why is my person being this way with me? What is it? What can I do to get us like back on track? You're not doing anything wrong, and this person actually loves you a lot. They just have like these insecurities that they're dealing with, and they feel like they're powerless right now. Maybe they feel like they can't give you what it is that you deserve. And it's important for you to know that they are really invested in you, and they just feel like they owe you so much more. They're mad at themselves a lot. They feel like they owe you so much more and that you just deserve so... Honestly, they just feel like you deserve more than they can give you right now. And it's crazy to see how much they love you, yet they're gonna sacrifice things like that. Do you see this King of Cups with the Tower? It's a very interesting energy, because they feel like they're doing what's best for you. And I know you might feel that that's crazy. Like, what you might feel is best for you is to be with this person and stick with them through the ups and downs. But they feel like it's better to let you go because you deserve more right now. So if you guys have recently had someone that broke up with you and it's hard for you to understand, I hope that this helps you, because it's not that they don't love you, especially if you feel like it came out of nowhere. Like this major shift came through in the energy between the two of you, then all of a sudden it's like we're over and you're trying to wrap your head around it. That is why. It's not that they don't love you. And I know where that can be confusing. It really is because they feel like you deserve more than they can give you. They feel like I'm not enough for you. You could do so much better. So in a way, they are like pitying themselves, which is like the worst kind of energy for them to be in. But what you need to know is like that is their own energy, and there's really nothing that you can do to pull them out of that. They put themselves in that place emotionally, and they're gonna have to take themselves out of it. I don't want you to take the blame anymore, especially if you know that you didn't do anything wrong and that things just suddenly came to an end. They might even be someone that keeps ghosting you, disappearing on you over and over again. I want to look into this Six of Wands. It's crazy. And I hope that you guys like will take the message and feel better about it, because this person loves you so much, and I'm telling you honestly, more than they've ever loved anyone else. And I know where it is very confusing, and you might be saying, well, if they love me, how can they walk away? I wish that they could just let themselves be in the connection, but from their perspective, they feel like they're not good enough. They can't give you enough. They can't offer you enough. But that doesn't mean that you don't have their heart, because you absolutely do have their heart. If you haven't heard from them in a bit, you are going to hear from them. But the energy has not changed. They're still in this place of insecurity and trying to find themselves. So if you had someone recently walk away from you and you don't understand why, that is why. And they still love you. I mean, they really do. It's just that they're in a place where they're trying to figure their life out, figure everything out. And it's not fair that you have to bear the brunt of that. It's not fair that they would just cut things off with you and just leave you without answers. But these are the real reasons why. They feel that they can't measure up, and they feel like you don't need them. And I can see where you don't. You really don't. You are a very successful person. You have everything that you need, and you can get it on your own. But don't feel bad about that. This person feels bad about that, but you shouldn't. And I hope that this reading will offer you some peace and let you know that what they did, they felt like they were doing it for your own good. So I can see where you still might be in this energy of how it still hurts you, and I can see where you still might love them and they still love you. But this is a person who, I wonder if someone had a midlife crisis, that kind of energy. Because it's like, boom, all of a sudden things are done. Totally blindsided. Someone was left totally blindsided by it. And it wasn't intended to be like a mean and hurtful thing. I know that might be hard to believe. And please don't think that I'm taking this person's side or like justifying what they have done. But that is why. From their perspective, that is why. So it's not something that you should keep looking at, Aquarius, and trying to figure out, because these are the answers. Don't keep looking back and thinking, well, if I would have done this differently or that differently, maybe the outcome would be different. This is this person's choice to walk away. And until they can build themselves up and feel like they have something to really offer you, they're going to continue to be in that energy. Okay, Aquarius, that is what I can see going on for some of you. That is this person's energy, and that is what you need to know. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. That's what I have for you guys. Of course, I'll be back in a few days to catch up with you and get more messages from Spirit about what's coming in for others of you. Thank you for everything. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. All right, Aquarius, I'll talk to you soon.